All right, so lock it. Let's go ahead and finish this video. My phone got a little hot, so I'll let it cool down just a little bit. But basically what I was talking about is how these Edomites, they break covenants. And the scripture in the book of Job says the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. Now, the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 5 says the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they have transgressed the laws. Because best believe these Edomites don't give a fuck about none of the laws in the book of Leviticus. They don't care about none of the laws that was given to Moshe to give to the children of Israel. It says changed the ordinance, broke the everlasting covenant. And they don't care about none of that, man. They come make a covenant or make a law, they'll change it up and break the law or whatever they want to do with it. Because the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, so they're going to do stuff like that. So let me let this play just a little bit, and I'm going to end this up.
On a number of fronts. He also went on to say that it'll take the administration quite some time before the U.S. agrees to get back into the JCPOA. Now, this coming on the heels of a new public spat between Tel Aviv and Tehran. For a closer examination, we're being joined now by former UK MP George Galloway. So, George, one of Joe Biden...
You see they got in the background back there, them arrows, man. That's all that's really been talked about. They're using all the other stuff as a distraction. Bread and circus stuff going on. Different little shit that's been trending online. And little Twitter or Instagram stuff. But the real shit that's going on, man, is this type of stuff.
Biden's campaign promises was that he'd return the U.S. to the JCPOA, although he didn't say when exactly. That said, what's changed since his initial promise?
Well, he also said he'd be sending out $2,000 checks, and he's not showing any signs of reaching for the checkbook. He also promised to end support for Saudi Arabia's...
And that's Esau for you. Esau, hey, you have people that believe that shit. They want to give their hope and faith to these damn devils. They don't want to give their hope and faith to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And that's why he's going to do what he's going to do. He's been separating people from their so-called friends, maybe different relationships, different situations, just so he can keep you safe. And when he casts out that judgment, you'll see it. You'll be like, damn, that's why I wasn't that was why I wasn't around them. They might be riding the fucking car somewhere, and that shit spin out of control and flip over on the damn highway. And normally you'd be riding with them people, but their judgment happen how it's supposed to happen to them, and you still be spared and saved. So you have to consider these things, man. And consider the times we're in. I'm gonna let this play a little bit more. I ain't gonna ramble on. Then I'll end this off.
Genocidal war in Yemen, and again, no early signs that that is his intention to do so. It's enough to make a horse laugh, I must tell you. An American administration talking about Iran being out of compliance.
Yeah, hold up. I wasn't gonna pull this piece up again. But look at this backdrop, right? Who sit in these places, man? Esau, the Edomites. Down there, hold us the top of a hill. They set they cliff in the rocks. You can't make this up, man. They set they structures in the cliff of the rocks. Get that one more time. Now, you don't see none of our people going up in these damn high ass rocks up there like that. Most people they scared of heights anyway. See if they don't pull up like this, I'll just go to it directly. I don't want my phone to shut off on me again. It's in the book of Obadiah. Read on down, but jump down to verse 3. It says, I'm sorry, verse 2. It says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. What you see what's going on. It says, the pride of thy heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. And that's what these Edomites sit at, man, and these type of fucking structures. So you can't be like, oh, they ain't talking about Esau. They ain't the Edomites. No, man, it's clear as day.
Administration
They, like the scriptures say, plain into the holy, but stumbling blocks into the wicked.
talking about Iran being out of compliance. The only reason Iran's out of compliance is
There go that eagle again. It's book over there talking about build thyself as the eagle. That eagle.
because the United States ripped up the deal. If the United States
Yeah, and they ripping up deals. So you think they care about what civilians got to say about these little treaties and deals and constitutions and shit?
wants Iran to move back into compliance, it'll have to rejoin the deal. So here we have what would appear to be an impasse or a catch-22. The United States is applying conditions on Iran, which of course are only in existence because of the United States' actions and not Iran's. So you've got to think that powerful forces overseas as well as internal in the United States are pressing the Biden administration not to go back into the nuclear deal, which will be a massive disappointment to European governments who had pinned a lot of their hopes in Joe Biden on this subject.
No, I'm just pausing right now and let it go on no more. Y'all can go into some of these videos as well and see what you come up with through the spirit. But hey, these are times that we in, man. It's a time for everything. And that's what the scriptures say in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 8. It says it's a time. It says a time to love and a time to hate. No, you're supposed to just love. But anyway, it says it's a time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. And as you look at what's going on around the world, man, ain't no time of peace, man. So I just want to bring this out. Lord's when this is edifying. Call all y'all about Shalom to the elect. Stay alert.